Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. This is Rainbow Gypsy here, and on my channel we discuss all things makeup, movies, television shows, and just basic shit in general I want to discuss with you guys. So, excuse me. I'm still feeling a little sick, so I have like sinus and some aches and pains, but I just took an awesome shower right now. It's like 11 o'clock at night, guys. I was cleaning, I was mopping, I was sweeping, I just finished washing clothes. I wasn't supposed to work tomorrow, but I actually need the hours because this bitch needs money right here. So I was like, you know what? Can I come in for a few hours? Because I'm poor. So they actually said I can. So I work like 5 hours tomorrow, like 11 to 4 or something. So it's not too bad. It's like a mid shift. Hopefully it goes by fast, whatever. So yeah, guys, I actually wanted to talk about my coming out story. To be honest, I feel like it's a little... When I tell myself, it's kind of confusing because I feel like I came out, but then it was like half-assed, but then it wasn't. You know what it is? One thing I will say, it definitely is, how do you say? For the most part, everybody has their own specific coming out story, their own experiences. For some, it happens to be really bad. For others, it's just like, oh, nonchalant, like, oh yeah, it's just any other day. Which when my situation was kind of like that. But I'll get more into that. So I actually want to do a face mask, guys. I'm out of breath and I don't know why. I think it's because I took a freaking really hot shower and I'm just like, but anyway, so I actually want to do a face mask. I want to do the Makeup Revolution Jake Jamie Feed Your Face Cocoa and Oat Mask. That's that right there. I don't know if you could see it. Yeah, I haven't used this one in a while. I have this one and then the watermelon mask, but I haven't used it in a while because I don't want to waste it all. And I'm almost done, so... we're not going to use like a crazy amount because I did do a Dead Sea Minerals mask from Freeman's earlier, but just this, I've been dying to use this one, like legit. So anyways, guys, so as I was saying, so basically, I've always been the type of person where I knew my sexuality. It never was me trying to figure myself out as far as my sexuality. I came out when I was... To my sister, my oldest sister, I came out when I was 12. And then to my friends, my close friends that are like my family, I came out about the same time, I think, honestly. And you know what's so funny? You always kind of like, second guess yourself when you're coming out in a sense. Like, I remember I was just like, yeah, I'm bi. No, the fuck I wasn't. No, I did not like the clit. No, I did not like the vagina. It was not in my DNA whatsoever. So yeah, I think I said I'm bi, and then like a day later, I'm like, yeah, I'm gay. Like it was one of those situations. But it definitely was very easy coming out to my friends. They were super accepting, and my sister as well. She's just like, you know what it was? When I came out to my older sister, it was funny because I actually started dating this boy who I can't stand his stupid face now. Cause he cheated on me. We were together only like 2 months and he cheated on me. I was a faithful ass little hoe. I was a faithful little high school student. That fucking bastard. Oh, he's so lucky. He is so lucky. But anyway, so moving on from that bastard. So yeah, when I came out to my older sister, I actually, was when I was dating this guy and I really was excited. It was the first time I ever like dated. First time and last time, guys. Cause let me tell you, I've been a single bitch for years. But yeah, like I was really excited and I wanted to, like, of course my friends knew, but I wanted to share with one of my family members, you know. And I told her and she's like, okay, you know, I love you. And I always knew that. So it was like, and I was like, yeah, so his name is blah, blah, blah. Like literally it was like a 2-second thing of like, yeah, I'm gay. And she's like, yeah, oh, okay, yeah. So what were you trying to tell me? Like it was one of those situations. Which was super easy. It was like very comfortable. My sister always, never cared about my sexuality. She always loved me for who I was, which was an amazing thing, as well as my friends. I'm thankful to have those people in my life still to this day that accept me 100%. I love it. It's a shame that some people don't go through that and they, you know, have a hard time and people don't accept them. And it really shouldn't be that way. It's unfortunate that it is, but it is, unfortunately. I keep saying that. But yeah, I think it was, let me see. So that was, yeah, I was 12 to my friends and about 13 to my sister. I was, like I said, always the type of kid that I always knew, in a sense, who I was as far as my sexuality. I remember I used to have crushes on boys, like, at, like, 5. You know, I always wanted to, whenever I was playing or played with toys, I always wanted to portray the female. Like, I always felt more of a connection to the female. I'm not saying that, I'm, transgender or anything like that. No, there's nothing wrong with that. To each his own. I 100% support, all aspects of the LGBTQ plus community, 100%. I think that if you are part of the community, whether you're lesbian, gay, bi, transgender, queer, doesn't matter. You should have a form of support from anyone within the community itself. And a lot of people have a lot of hatred, and it's very hypocritical. Even to this day, it's unfortunate, but it is. So moving off that again, I always had a connection to the female characters and always really enjoyed, playing with the toys, or whether it was a video game, I always wanted to be the girl and stuff like that. And I always had an attraction towards men, 100%. I never doubted that. I remember I used to try to sneak and watch porn, and I would always be focused on the male, if my nieces are watching this, please don't tell your mother, because she's gonna get so mad. But actually, guys, don't watch it. Wait till you're 18 and I'll share this story with you. But yeah, I was always attracted to the men, and like I said, I never had a problem. I never thought there was a problem with that. I never thought that there was anything wrong with that. Even when I was young, I was just to the boys and stuff like that. Always. I remember at one point, who was it? I think me and my mom. No, my mom or my neighbor, because it was me and my next door neighbor. He was my age or a year older. Let's say I was 7, he was 8, and his father flipped out because he caught us behind the door. Why the fuck we were behind the door, I do not know, but that's where he caught us, and he got in so much trouble. I felt so bad though, for him, because I knew his parents were much more religious in that sense of it was very much frowned upon. I felt very much bad for him. I know he probably went through it, and I hope wherever he is now that he, because not for me to say, I personally believe that he is like me. I believe he is homosexual, but if he isn't, I don't want to be, coming out with assumptions and stuff like that. Whatever he is, I hope he has a good life now and he is not going through anything bad. But yes, at that time, his parents were very no about that. No. It was 100% frowned upon. Of course, my mother wasn't thrilled about it, but she didn't she was more embarrassed. I embarrassed her because she's what the what the fuck were you thinking in that sense? Instead of being oh, you were a little boy, oh yeah. No, it was more of you fucking embarrassed me, you little shit. Now I have to fucking deal with this shit from these people. No, what the fuck? But yeah, I remember I was very open as far as that. I'm not going to get into detail, but I lost my virginity very early on too. I lost my virginity to a guy at 13, which I do not recommend. I definitely think that when you lose your virginity, it should be something special that you share with somebody that you really, really care for. For me, it wasn't that whatsoever. I mean, he was a year older than me. He was only 14. I don't know if he lost his virginity to me or it was vice versa, whatever. But I know I lost my virginity to him, and the circumstances were not dire, but they definitely weren't cute, and they weren't very, oh, that was so sweet. What a nice first time. No, it was shit. It was whack. It was girl, you could have done better. You should have waited. It was one of those situations. I definitely should have waited. Anywho, I feel I'm going off topic a lot. But yes, that's beside your point. So what I wanted to say, of course, is, like I said, I look crazy with this mask. I know, guys, I really look crazy, but it's amazing, guys. Check it out. Makeup Revolution, Jake Jamie, Feed Your Face, cocoa and oat mask. It was only $10. Anyways, so yeah, like I said, I was always aware of my sexuality. I always knew I liked men. My coming out was a little bit not unconventional, not unorthodox at all. It was very much oh, so when I came out to my mom, actually, I remember, I was in the house with my mom. I was around 15. I was 15 at the time. And one of her friend's sons was over. And my sister, my older sister was there. And my nieces were very young at this time. I'm 28 now, guys. I've been out for a long time at this point. So yeah, I was about 15. And we were in the kitchen. I forgot what it was. It was midday. It was the afternoon or something like that. And he was just oh man, yo, let me get you girls. Let me get you a girl. Let me hook you up or whatever. And my sister was just he don't like girls. She was so annoyed because he wouldn't leave the conversation alone. She's he don't like girls. What the fuck? And my mom was just like, Elsa, why would you say that or whatever? And then I remember my mom was like turning over to the stove to do something, and he was like, you don't like girls? Like kind of mouthing it from across the room, but he said it really low. But of course you could still hear it, because if I'm over by my door, my mom's standing right next to him, of course she heard it. So he was like, you don't like girls? And I remember being like, no. And my mom was just like, and it was like pin drop silence for a second, and then my sister's just like, I told you he don't like girls. You don't listen to me. I've been telling you that the whole time. So that's how I came out to my mom, guys. That was a little ratchet on my part. But like I said, it definitely was something like, I always said it to myself. I never cared who accepted me. I never cared who liked it or not. I really could give two shits. I always told my mom too, like, I love my mom. Like, at first she was not a big fan of it. It took her about like 2, maybe 3 years to be fully comfortable. Once I hit like 18, she was like on the verge of like, okay. Now she's like, yes, gay flags, yes, oh yeah, I like that. Like when I play with my makeup, she's like, ooh, I need that, I want that. Like she is all for the gays now, and I love it. She's such a big supporter. And it's just so funny because like now she'll turn around and she'll be like, you know, my son is gay, right? Like she'll tell a person before they even have a chance to say anything, because she don't want to have to flip out and attack them. Which I love that she's so protective, and she absolutely 100% accepts me and loves me for it. So I'm lucky to have my mom in my life that accepts me and is totally comfortable. And yes, it took her a few years. You know, when it comes to siblings or parents and stuff like that, all you can do is give them time to like get with the program. I mean, me personally, like I said, I did not care who accepted me for who I was. I, till this day, still feel the same way. If you don't like it, then I do not care. Like, you do not need to be in my life. You do not need to have an opinion. If you ain't paying my bills, keep it moving. Like, I've never been the type of person to care. I really never. Even when I was in school and, like, people would try to bully me. I say try because I would always react. Like, I wasn't the type of person to be like, no, I was just like, shut the fuck up. Like, I was one of those to be like, I'll fight you, like, right now. I don't care. If I get beat up, I'm going to show you my gay ass will still fight. Like, I've always been that type of person. And it sucks because not a lot of people have that. Not a lot of people start off with that confidence, and it takes them years to get to that point. And it's unfortunate. I keep saying that word, but it's the truth. But yeah, it really sucks because people go through hard times and really tough times. People, you know, get kicked out of their homes and everything like that. They become homeless, or they're not accepted and they get disowned. And it's really a tragedy. It's like a shame, because you should never disown or disregard a child, your child, or a sibling or anything like that for something you don't understand and something you're not comfortable with. Because at the end of the day, if the person's comfortable with themselves, you should love them for that and always accept that. Like I said, this wasn't the best coming out story. It's my little coming out story. It's something very random. It was just weird. Like, it was just weird. Like, when I think about it, I'm just like, was that coming out? Was that a coming out story? Like, I mean, I've always been the type of person where somebody would be like, so are you gay? I'd be like, yeah. Like, it wasn't like, like, no, yeah, why? So who cares? Like, is that a big deal? Now I'm like this because my nails are growing out, so I'm like, I feel like a kitty cat. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell at the bottom. That way you're in the know each and every time I come out with new content. Guys, this was just my little coming out story. Nothing too crazy. Nothing like so traumatizing or emotional. Unfortunately, again, I use that word. People don't always go through what I went through with ease, or, you know, however the situation may be. It sucks. That's reality we live in, but you should always love and accept the people that are in your lives, because you never know when you're going to see them again. And you should always tell the person, I love you, at the end of a phone call. I shouldn't have to pull it out of you, mother effers. I always tell that to my nieces. I tell them to my sister and everybody. I'm like, nah, love you, XOXO, love you. But anyway, guys, please like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell at the bottom. That way you're in the know each time I come with new content. Thank you guys so much for watching. My face feels like a rock, so I have to take this off ASAP and go to sleep, because I wasn't supposed to work, but you know, a bitch is broke and needs money, so I gotta go now. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and I love you guys so much. Thank you to all my 24 subscribers. I will see you next time. Bye guys.